It's not about motivation. Winners need discipline. Wake up and win today. Discipline comes from within.
Boxing King Media in association with the Riyadh season. Dev Sani, Dev, I don't even know where to start, man. That was like a wild event from Beterbiev Bivol to 5v5 to... I don't even know where do you want to start?
It's this room. It's this room, this place, Outernet. Whenever a press conference is called here, we know something's about to go down. In this place, we've had Fury versus Ngannou. That was launched here. I think Knockout Chaos we did here like a few months back, and today was just absolutely outrageous, to be honest with you, mate. Absolutely outrageous. Seeing Frank and Eddie face off, Beterbiev looking like he wanted to cave my head in. Happens from time to time with different fighters, but that's probably not one I really want to get on the wrong side of, is Artur Beterbiev, but let's see if Bivol does a job on him.
Yeah, I'm actually going to start with Beterbiev. I'll just move my camera up a little bit because you've grown since we last spoke.
Oh, come on.
Beterbiev, I felt like it was weird. You know what, best way I can describe it, it felt like he was like your ex-girlfriend who's just seen you after like 2 years and he still holds bitter feelings towards you. Is that a good way of describing that relationship?
I'd say it's actually a very, very terrible way of describing it, to be honest. I'd never look at Beterbiev in that way, or as an ex-girlfriend. But he did look at me as a man that he knew from the past. The Anthony Yard press conferences, he gave me nothing in those. I was looking at this a couple of weeks ago when I knew that this was going to happen. If you Google Beterbiev Dev Sani, it comes up with Dev Sani gets frightened the life out of at a press conference. He's never really given me anything. But it does show you his character. Like, he's not here to mess about. He's not here for any nonsense. He's not here for people like me. He's here to punch people in the face. That somebody is Dmitry Bivol on June 1st. If he keeps punching him in the face, he becomes undisputed. It's quite simple.
That is very true. I'm just curious from your point of view, because everyone got the vibe that he just saw you as like somebody who's going to try and get him to say something negative about Bivol. I think that's the vibe he got. But how do you keep a straight face when he's like giving you one-word answers? You've got to be quick, obviously, because I'm doing the same job as you right now. You've got to be quick on your feet.
Thankfully, I am. I'm fairly nimble on my feet. With that, I did sort of half expect it though. So I knew that he would say, when I asked him why hasn't the fight happened, I knew he'd say, why don't you ask him? Because he's done that in the past. So I asked Dmitry Bivol. I'm not even sure what he said, but all good fun. None of it matters. Best fight in the light heavyweight division in a long time. I can't think of a better fight in that division. Two unbeaten guys. One guy hits like a truck. One guy's probably the best pure boxer in the world right now. I can't wait for that first bell to ring.
Bivol's won his last 9 fights on points. Beterbiev's knocked everyone out. In percentage-wise, who's the favourite?
I looked at the odds yesterday. They're both evens, by the way. They're both like exactly the same. I would make Beterbiev a favourite. Where I'd look is, look, I know styles make fights, but I look at something like Beterbiev versus Joe Smith and Bivol versus Joe Smith. Bivol went the distance, and actually, towards the end, he had a bit of trouble with Joe Smith. Beterbiev absolutely destroyed him, like he was nothing. And that was a world champion at the time as well in Joe Smith. So I look at things like that. I look at things like the Gvozdyk fight, where Beterbiev become the WBC champion and lineal champion. And I think Gvozdyk's very, very good. There was a 3-headed monster that came out of Ukraine. There was Usyk, there was Lomachenko, and there was Gvozdyk. He was the guy. He's the man that beat the man. He beat Adonis Stevenson, knocked him out. We hadn't seen that before. And suddenly, Beterbiev absolutely decimated him. I would lean to Beterbiev.
Might be a wise choice, especially if you see him again. Moving on to the 5v5. Obviously, a lot of the rumoured fights were the ones that actually happened. Which one out the fight? Because we'll be here all day talking about them all. But which one? Give me 2 that stand out for you, the ones that you're looking forward to the most.
I like Wilder Zhang. I really, really like Wilder Zhang. What's left of Deontay Wilder? Has his head gone? Is he no longer in the game anymore? All this talk about retirement, Dr. Sleep and all of that kind of stuff. I've said this before, but I'm going to say it again because I think it's a good line. He went from Deontay Wilder to Deontay Milder. And I'll tell you what, Deontay Milder doesn't do anything against Big Bang Zhang. Big Bang Zhang has got to focus on that tank, though. We've got to go from a big bang to perhaps a longer bang, perhaps a more drawn-out kind of bang. Let's see if that power can carry into the later rounds. at the moment he just seems to get very tired in those fights. So that for me is absolutely fascinating, that fight. And the second one, I love the heavyweights. Oh dear, Dubois Hrgovic. Look, I love all of them. You can't make me pick, but look, there's so many good ones. Even Hamza Shiraz, this could be a real breakout performance against Amo Williams. Let's not forget, he beat a Williams in his last fight. Come on.
We're going through all the Williams, but what was fascinating about that, Frank picked him as his captain, which means that he's really confident that he wins that fight.
I think he looks across and he sees Hamza Shiraz looking the part, looking so confident, looking at his record, looking at his streak of knockouts, and he sees the man for the job. What I would also point to is there was a fight with River Wilson Bent. Here's a common opponent of both guys. Now, River Wilson Bent, it wasn't an easy night for Amo Williams. He was extended into the second half of the fight, and he didn't have it all his own way. Hamza Shiraz did everything that he wanted to do to River Wilson Bent. I think he got him out of there within 2 rounds. So things like that, I'd imagine, would give Frank Warren a lot of confidence in picking Team Shiraz as the skipper.
Yeah, definitely. So I like the fact that it's a point system, because everyone's probably thinking, it's going to be like 3-2 or whatever to someone, but I like the point system. Be honest, do you think it'll be a clean sweep, or do you think, obviously you don't need to name which Queen Sweep fighters you think are up against it, but do you think they're all 50-50 fights, or some like where they've got favourites?
No. Queensberry will win every fight. This will be 5-0. I've no doubt at all. Daniel Dubois will chin Filip Hrgovic. Hamza Shiraz will chin Amo Williams. Nick Ball is going to destroy Raymond Ford. And I feel bad for Ray Ford, because he's only just got that belt. Saw all the emotional scenes with his family and all of that. Short story for Ray Ford, unfortunately. Who else we got? Big Bang Zhang. Look, Deontay Wilder could land something on Zhang. Zhang won't feel it. That big bang, it's going to carry into the later half of the fight. And he's going to, I think he's going to knock out Deontay Wilder. Who have I missed? Who's the other one? Willie Hutchinson. It's his time. He has been crying out for an opportunity like this. Whole different animal at light heavyweight. And Craig Richards, I just don't think he's got it in him to... What happens if a Hutch train runs over a spider? I wouldn't want to see that. Actually, I would, so make sure you sort of tune in and watch that. It's a good fight. I just think we'll win 5-0.
Well, let's see what happens. I tell you, you come out with some lines there. I did like your Frank Warren and Eddie Hearn intro. They were. How do you think of? Would you sit at home and how long does it take to come up with them?
They told me. They told me this morning that I was going to be doing like some MCing, because I was only meant to be doing the Beterbiev Bivol press conference, and just today we added the MCing element to the 5v5. And yeah, George just said, have a bit of fun with your intros if you want for Frank and Eddie. So I did. Well, I don't think I slagged him off though. I was like, cover a men's health. That's a nice, funny thing to say, right?
I think he is. When I see George, I'll say to him that was a really good decision getting Dev to do that, because I think he will ace. Just a quick one on a side subject away from this. Ryan Garcia got married this morning in Las Vegas. Well, it's his 3rd marriage at the age of 26, 25. What do you think about that?
Congratulations, Ryan Garcia.
Porn star as well.
To a point. I mean, that's his decision. Pick your woman wisely is what I would advise in that circumstance. You want someone who's going to be supportive of everything you do. You need a wind beneath your wings. Is this porn star the wind beneath Ryan Garcia's wings? I don't know. I don't know her. I'm not familiar with her or her work. You haven't mentioned who it is.
Savannah Bond. But the strangest thing is, I think about when I went to sleep, he married her. When I woke up, he was with another woman saying that he loves her.
I just want him to be happy. That's all I want. I mean, look, he's got a big fight coming up. He's marrying off different women. Who was he? He was sliding into Kylie Jenner's DMs as well. Look, he's a very busy boy. But it sounds like he is DMing his way and talking his way into a UD loss against Devin Haney. That's all I can see happening.
Let's see what happens, Dev. Any last words?
Just make sure you tune in. I mean, Riyadh, it's just all happening right now, isn't it? Like the undisputed belt coming out there. I got to announce Roberto Duran. How mad is that, by the way? But yeah, he come out with the undisputed belt May 18th, and then this June 1st. It's unbelievable. Like, what a time! What a time to be a boxing fan.
It definitely is, Dev, with the Ring of Fire right behind you. Exciting times ahead. Dev, SAHNI, appreciate your time.
All right, mate. See you later.
Win gold now. IPMB is giving away 5 24-karat gold coins to our token holders worth over $2,000 each.
Let's do this.
Thank you very much for this great news. It's amazing.
It's never been easier to own gold, so join the raffle now.